a lot of times the UCR does not have the correct information. Let me give you an example. Allow me to introduce you to the city of Niagara Falls, New York. Niagara Falls, New York has a total population of about 48,252. In order to show you how small this is, the Toronto Blue Jays play in a stadium in Toronto called the Rogers Centre. It used to be called the Sky Dome. The Rogers Centre has a seating capacity of 50,000 people. That means that you can put every single person in Niagara Falls, New York into this building, and there would still be seats left over. In 2020, there were 16 homicides in Niagara Falls, New York. If you don't believe me, here are the names, dates, and locations of every single person that was murdered in Niagara Falls, New York. You can Google every single person yourself. However, if you go to the UCR and you look up the homicides for Niagara Falls in 2020, the UCR shows that we only had 9 murders. That means 7 people went missing from the statistics. There's one thing that I have to say. This is voluntary. So your police agency does not have to submit stats to this program if they want to. Now, 7 people isn't a huge difference if you're in a big city like New York, but 7 people in a small city like Niagara Falls greatly affects the homicide rate for that town. There's another report that New York State does about gun violence throughout the state of New York. It's called the Gun Involved Violence Elimination Report, or GIV for short. The GIV report lists that there were 10 homicides caused by guns in Niagara Falls, New York. So even the New York State statistics don't match up with the UCR. The GIV report also states that there were 47 people shot in Niagara Falls, New York in 2020. The UCR does not have a category for shooting victims, so those shooting victims get filed under aggravated assault or homicide, which is the same for every city. The UCR even gives a reason why statistics might not show up correctly. It says, little or no data might be the result of an agency not participating, reporting 0 incidents, changes in reporting, or being covered by another agency. In addition, classification, organization, and the hierarchy of agencies can vary by state. That's the official reason given by the FBI. Does it really make sense for a municipality that doesn't want the nation to know that there's a serious violent crime issue to publish those reports in full, especially if the UCR is voluntary and that you don't have to actually report it if you don't want to? The UCR reports that in 2005, Niagara Falls, New York had 685 violent crimes. However, the UCR reports that in 1997, Niagara Falls had 0 violent crimes. The UCR reports that in 2005, Niagara Falls, New York only had 4 murders. In 2020, the UCR reported Niagara Falls only had 9 murders, even though we know there were 16, as I established before. The UCR reports that Niagara Falls, New York only had 369 overall violent crimes in 2020. So in 2005, there were more overall violent crimes with less homicides, but in 2020, there were less overall violent crimes and more homicides. And in 1997, apparently there wasn't a single violent crime at all. The UCR is good, generally speaking, but there are problems. And as you can see, it's not totally accurate all the time. I will provide the link for the UCR in the description below if you want to check out the crime stats of your own city. Please leave any comments below. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you think I'm wrong or if you think I'm right. If you want to debate amongst yourselves, please do. If you like this video, let me know. Thank you very much.